Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to learn how to make some adorable hair scrunchies while learning some basic crafting techniques that every girl should know. Are they gone? Okay, good. These days, holding back your seething rage can be tough, but you just need a few supplies to craft your own fashion accessories that will go great with all kinds of institutional oppression. Find a piece of fabric to use for your hair scrunchie. I'm going with a polyester, satin, and silk because the smooth surface reduces microaggressions, which can lead to breakage. Gently iron out any internalized misogyny, because that can really come back to bite you later. Cut a piece of thin elastic to match the circumference of your wrist. Cut out a rectangle of fabric about 3.5 inches by 14 inches, or 2 to 3 times longer than your elastic. The obvious choice is to use scissors, but you could also use a rotary cutter to infuse some defense for the inevitable lateral aggression you'll receive for wearing the final piece. Just be sure to protect your work surface because the residue could affect the sandwiches you're going to make later. You'll need one safety pin and a handful of very not safety pins. Fold the fabric in half lengthwise with the right side facing itself and use the pins to secure the raw edge. Use the sewing machine you paid for yourself to stitch the raw edges together, leaving a few inches open at each end. If you've got extra needles for the machine, sewing over the pins is an acceptable risk. But if you struggle with anxiety, take the pins out as you sew. Attach a safety pin to one end and use it to thread the tube into itself until it's essentially folded in half. Line up the short ends of the rectangle and pin and sew a seam. Pull out a few of the previous stitches if you need some more space. Pull on the inner portion to reveal the right side of the fabric and bury your feelings inside using the safety pin again. Attach the elastic to itself either with the sewing machine or by hand. To close up the remaining seam, fold pin and either machine top stitch or invisible stitch it shut. It's also called the ladder stitch because of the way you stitch straight across and up to the next rung. Keep climbing until you break through the glass ceiling and the college professors you respect stop following you on Twitter. It's the hardest part of this project, actually. After you've made a few scrunchies, a great next project is pajama pants, or scrunchies with legs. Can you believe it's controversial to put a bunched up piece of fabric in your hair? I'd like to think that this look says girls just want to have fundamental rights, but apparently its lack of sophistication stirs up raw and intense emotion normally reserved for crushing the patriarchy or stress eating. You better call Becky with the Completely practically though, I need these scrunchies because I have really fine hair that breaks easily, especially when I'm thrashing around in my sleep.